Breadcrumbs in VS Code display your current location in a file. They can also be used to quickly navigate around symbols and files themselves. The breadcrumbs are displayed at the top of the editor. So up here, this is the breadcrumbs list. And you can see that the first part of the breadcrumbs, so this section over here, is actually displaying the current path to the file. So these are all the directories, and then here at the end is the file name itself. Then after that, it is displaying the current symbol. And this is the symbol where the cursor is currently. So it is saying disposable store, and sure enough, my cursor is in this disposable store class. If I move the cursor up to the toDisposable function here, you'll see that the breadcrumb entry updates. If I instead move it into the dispose method inside this disposable store class, you can see that a new entry is added on the end here. So this is saying that the dispose method is nested within this disposable store class. And as you navigate throughout the file, all of the breadcrumbs will just be updated automatically, even if you do something like navigate into a callback here, for example. Breadcrumbs are useful for more than just seeing where you are within a file, though. You can actually use breadcrumbs to navigate throughout the file as well. So if I click on one of these breadcrumb entries, you can see that now I have a complete list of all the symbols in the file. And I can navigate through this using my arrow keys or just by clicking. And when I click on one of the entries, it actually goes and jumps to that method. If I navigate through this using the arrow keys, for example, it will start highlighting the various entries in the list. So as I go to the dispose method here, you can see that is being highlighted, and then I can just click on that, and now my cursor is at the dispose method. The symbol list is also filterable, so using filter on type. So I can just start typing here and say references, or reference, and you can see that now it is highlighting all of the symbols that have reference in there. If I instead want to filter down and only see those entries, I can just change the filter method here, and now it is only showing the entries that have reference in the name. So you can just start typing to filter down that list and then navigate to the symbol as you'd expect. You can also use this navigation for the file segments over here. So if I click on Lifecycle, for example, you'll see all the files that are next to Lifecycle, and I can just jump to one of those. So pretty simple. You can even do the same for directories. I can start expanding these directories here and just navigate through my entire project using the breadcrumbs if you really want to. And filter on type also works for those. So that's a quick introduction to breadcrumbs.